guys, welcome back to another episode of the Watford Career Mode. And in today's episode, we've got the transfers from this summer transfer window just gone. I have made quite a few acquisitions, so we'll be getting into those and also looking at the outs and then just having a look at what tactics I'm playing, as well as how they've fared so far against some of the bigger teams in the Prem. So we will go through the outs first of all. So the first player to leave the club was Nordin Amrabat for a combined fee of 10 million. Really pleased to get that much for a player who I thought wasn't really going to contribute much this season. Only really a dribble in a 16. After that, he's not really that impressive apart from his pace and acceleration. And I looked at him and didn't really fancy him, so we offloaded him and I was happy with the fee we got. We then sold Costal Pantilimon, only a backup keeper, but we made £5 million profit on him after Watford signed him for 500k in the summer. Yunus Kabul, as I said, another one you knew was going. He was going, and we got 4 million for him, and I'm more than happy with that. A couple of players here who were just in the under 23s I decided to offload. Notably, maybe some of you remember Adrian Mariappa. He was worth 5 million, but just couldn't get anyone to pay anything more than 800k for him. So in the end, just to get him off the wage budget, we decided to take that. The most notable departure was probably Aurelio Gomez, even though I did say he would be leaving in the last episode. So, you know, he's got decent stats, but he's 35 now, so he's only gonna go down. He's never gonna get any better. And I thought it was time to get in some real experience, mainly from people who have played in the Champions League, and that is what I did. So now if we move on to the ins, we have got first of all David Ospina from Arsenal, Colombian international, got over 70 caps for his country. Really solid stats. Really happy with this purchase, to be honest. I got him for 500k less than his value, and for me he's just a much better keeper than Gomez, and I'm really happy with him. We then brought in Ashley Young on loan from United. Again, another sign I'm really happy with. Got 30 caps for England, played in the Champions League. Really experienced player, got good mentals, physicals. They will drop, obviously, but he's getting old. We've only got him for a season. Only paying 24k of his 120k wage, so all in all, it was good for everyone. We then brought in Emiliano Martinez from Arsenal. Again, a really promising buy. He's going up a lot already in stats, and he will serve as a great number 2 to David Ospina, his former Arsenal counterpart. We then brought in Ronaldinho. This is just a funny one, really. I saw him on the free transfer list, and his technicals are still so sound, like still so much better than basically any player in the game, technical-wise. So I did bring him in. Obviously, his physicals are just deteriorating really rapidly, but that's something we'll have to deal with. He won't be playing too much this season, just a field player, and I thought it'd bring something to the series. So that's Ronaldinho wearing the number 8 for Watford now. We then brought in Victor Moses and Marco van Hinkel from Chelsea. Moses was the Amrabat replacement, so we got him for about 6.5 million. Again, you can see better physicals, better technicals. Mentals need a bit of growing, but he is only 25 years old, current international, played Champions League football. That is what we want for this season to help us make that European charge. So very happy with him. Marco van Ginkel hasn't played yet, but he does look very good. Again, had a lot of experience at a lot of different clubs, played Champions League with PSV last season, and he's got all-round good stats. He's just a solid centre mid. And our last signing was Phil Bardsley for £1 million from Stoke, which I actually thought was quite a bargain buy. I mean, if you look at him all round, he can play both that defensive and attacking fullback role. So he can play either side as well. So actually, although it might sound like not sound like the most exciting signing for a rotation player, I think he can really do a job for us. Now let's go into the schedule. So last time you would have joined us, we lost 4-1 to Manchester United. Really disappointed with the result, but I did remember that I was Watford and not United at this point. So we switched things up for the game against Liverpool, and we won 1-0. And it was a real smash and grab victory, as it goes. We were backs against the wall. I think we were playing counter, highly structured. a really, really defensive formation. If I can get it up to show you, then I will. There we go. So this was our formation, 2 holding midfielders. Wingers were even on the byline as well. They weren't pushing forward. Very, very defensive from the outset. I mean, we only had 6 shots to Liverpool's 21. But at the end of the day, the only stat that matters is that scoreline, and we did win the game 1-0 thanks to a goal from Jose Holebas, which I'll show you now. And it was actually a really nice strike. I did actually really enjoy that one. So, yeah, I was really, really happy with that result against them. We then beat Wickham as expected in the FL Cup. I didn't do too much rotation. I played Ronaldinho, got 6.4. But this goal, actually, from Valeron Barami, who is actually a really, really good player in this year's FM. He is aging, but he's got really, really good stats, and I was really, really pleased with the way he's performed so far, especially as that ball-winning midfielder, sorry. He has got some real good ability in that position, and this strike just seemed to top off the faith that I put in him. We won't watch it in 2D, let's watch it in 3D. So yeah, it was a really nice dribble down the right hand side from Holebas, and it came to Barami, and my goodness, what a rocket from the man himself, the Swish genius. After that, we went on to a 1-1 draw with Everton, which is again a really positive result, especially at Goodison Park. I was really, really happy with that. We did again play quite a defensive formation, but we got a point out of it, and that's all we wanted. We then went away to the Emirates. Obviously, again, a team that's expected to challenge for the league this season. We did get a little bit battered at points. The floodgates didn't quite open, but we were dominated for most of the game. And then just recently, we've had another point against Spurs. So, again, another really solid point. The defence played well in that game. And we are nearly out of this sticky run of fixtures where we've already played United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Everton and Tottenham within the first 6 weeks of the season. So we've got a lot of our hard matches out of the way. You see this run down here, we'll be hoping to win. I'd say these 4 games are all winnable with a point, maybe a win at home to Southampton until we get to Chelsea. And then we have another run after that of all winnable games. So we're getting on to some really, really promising fixtures here where we should be able to really win some games and put some goals in. So that will actually bring today's episode to a close. There won't be a live com today, but there will be a double live com in the next episode when we come back for the Chelsea game. I would appreciate if you did enjoy the video, then please do leave a like. I hope this helped a lot of you out in figuring out signings for your save, especially if you're doing one with Watford with me. If you are doing one with Watford or with any Premier League team, then let me know who you've signed, why you signed them, and how much they cost you. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.